Hi, my name is Yvonne Wan. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to learn how to draw Vape, the superhero from Focus Comic. In the comic, Vape looks like this. Vape is from the Samburu tribe in Kenya. He has the ability to transform into vapor and influence people's moods. Today we're going to learn how to draw Vape chibi style. The art supplies that you need today include paper, pencil, eraser, marker and colouring pencil. First, I'd like you to draw a rectangle box like this and split it in half. Next, I'd like you to draw a circle inside the top box. Next, I'd like you to draw eyebrows that are angled like this and then manga eyes like this. Make sure the top eyelid is extra thick to give it extra definition. You draw an upside down U and an oblong for the iris and pupil and a round circle in the middle as a reflection. Next you draw a line underneath the eye like this and then a pointy nose and a line representing his mouth. Next I'd like you to draw his hair like this and then filling the texture in between the lines. Make sure the dreadlocks connect in the middle and draw 3 beads like this. Next, I would like you to draw the outline of his face and his ears. I would like you to draw the accessories on both sides of his ears and also a chain connecting the two, like this. Next, I would like you to draw his neck and his body like this, and the lower part of his body like this. Don't forget to add details to his shoes and the pattern on the fabric like this. We're going to add some accessories on his ankles. Next, I'd like you to draw the hands like this, some accessories on his arms, and some beads on his chest. We're going to draw his chest and give him a belly button. Next, draw the rest of his hair like this and then fill in the detail like this. Next, I'd like you to take a ruler to draw a spear in his hand and then change the hand posture so it looks like he's holding the spear like this. Now that you have finished your drawing, I would like you to take a black marker and draw over the pencil lines. Don't forget to apply thick and thin lines wherever you think it looks good. Please remember to use an eraser to erase the pencil lines after you have lined your art with marker. We are now going to learn about colouring. So I would like to introduce you to the use of colouring blenders when it comes to colouring your art. If you apply the blender to your colours, you will notice that the whites will start to vanish and the colours will become more smooth and solid. If you apply the blender on several colours, the colours will blend nicely, creating a gradation of colours and create new tones in the process. Blenders can make your art appear more smooth and realistic. And now I'm going to introduce you to the use of burnishers when it comes to colouring your art. A burnisher keeps your whites white. You can apply it as an undercoat or an overcoat. As an undercoat, you can use it to create brick lines, for example, and then colour in the bricks without needing to colour around it. If you want to create a shiny effect, you can choose to use the burnisher as an overcoat. So there are different effects you can achieve by the way you handle your pencil. So if you apply light pressure, the colours will come out lighter. If you apply medium pressure, it will appear a little bit darker. If you apply a lot of pressure, then it will be extremely dark and more solid. If you have trouble applying light pressure to your pencil, you can handle the pencil from the top. You will notice the colours will be a lot lighter as a result of the way you're holding the pencil. The directions of your strokes is important, so I highly recommend that you use one direction when you are shading. If you apply your strokes in different directions, you will notice that the colors will be inconsistent as a texture. Another stroke you might want to consider is applying cross-hatching, and that involves coloring in one direction for the first layer, and then the second layer you do the opposite direction, and that way you would be able to cover the full area very thoroughly and have a more solid appearance in pigmentation. Another texture you might want to consider is circular motions. This provides a different texture and can be very useful depending on what texture you prefer. Another technique you might want to try is layering. You can choose two different colors and put them on top of each other, creating new color tones. So I'd like to teach you how to do highlights. First of all, you need to have a light source so you can determine which part of the drawing should have a brighter side and which side should have a darker side. And you can have the highlight using white, or you can use a burnisher. And here I'm just using grey to depict shadow. So now that I've taught you some basics when it comes to colouring techniques, I would like you to apply everything that you've learned to the drawing. So just to summarise, the directions of the strokes matter, the pressure that you apply matters, the amount of layers that you apply also matters, and it's also important that you factor in highlights and shadows using whites and darker colours and the burnisher too. And always use a blender if you have that available to you, because it's always going to make your art pop. This concludes today's class. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.